Are you saying I can't trust you, Mr. Johnson? And I said, no, sir, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I'm not used to it. And he says, well, get used to it. And I said, okay, well, thank you. And then he said some profound stuff that I still remember to this day. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Stepping Stones to Your Success. This is Garland, and tonight we're going to go into fundamental natural law number 11, which is pay it forward. Let me tell you a quick story about when I went to Grandmaster Buell as a blue belt, and I had told him, you know what, sir, I got to stop training. And he says, how come? And I says, because I can't afford it no more. And he looked at me dead in the eye and says, what can you afford? So I told him what I could afford, and he says, okay, we're going to go with that. And I said, but wait, aren't you going to bargain with me? Aren't you going to negotiate? And he says, no, I trust people 100% until they give me a reason not to trust them. Are you saying I can't trust you, Mr. Johnson? And I said, no, sir, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I'm not used to it. And he says, well, get used to it. And I said, okay, well, thank you. And then he said some profound stuff that I still remember to this day. And he says,
no. If you want to thank me, when you are in a position of influence, I want you to do what I just did for you. And then you remember me. That's how you thank me.
I said, okay, consider it done. So I made a promise on that day that when I'm in a position of influence, I'm going to make sure that the money never gets in the way of doing the right thing. So if I have a mom, single mom or a single dad that's coming to me and they really need martial arts for their child and they can't afford it, then I'm going to ask them straight up, what can you afford? They're going to tell me I can afford X. I'll say, okay, we're going to go with that. And 9 times out of 10, I get a response back like, are you sure? I mean, aren't you going to bargain with me? I said, no, I trust people till they give me a reason not to. Are you saying I can't trust you? I said, no, I'm just saying I'm not used to that. I said, okay, well, get used to it. And they end up saying thank you, oftentimes with tears in their eyes, because that single mom, in many cases, is feeling like they're trying to beat a bear back with a switch, and it's her and her children against the world. And I'm here to share, no, you got me now, and you got all I represent. You got this school behind you now. And it may seem like when you bring a problem to me, and it's one against the problem, it's a huge, overwhelming problem. But when I bring 300 against that same problem, it seems minute in comparison. The upside is you got me and all I represent. The downside is you got me and all I represent. So the point is, you're not alone anymore. I can bring an army of resources to help you with any problem that you have. So, welcome to the family. The bottom line is this. I appreciate the lesson that Grandmaster Buell taught me so many years ago. Because of his kindness, I'm still training today, and I'm striving every day to continue to pay it forward. So that brings us back full circle on fundamental natural law number 11, which is pay it forward. All the best to you and your family. Have a wonderful night, and we'll be back to you real soon.